Hey there! Welcome to the 318th day of the adventures of the Loaded Pickle. Today, we get to check out some ruins as we make our way away from the Grand Canyon. I'm not going to have a very long riding day because I'm trying to stay within the national park boundaries and not go into the reservation land. So on today's short ride, we're going to make a few detours off the beaten path to, I think, the Tusayan ancient ruins, and then I forget the name of it, but the Desert View Lookout Tower. Did I get that right? We're gonna go there as well. I am zipped, I am clipped, pickle is ready to go, tire pressures are good, I got my drink made. So we're gonna ride, I think it's a mile and a half out to 64, and then hopefully we have good traffic. I will update you guys along the way. Oh yeah. Oh man, I was supposed to stop right here and get rid of my trash. I did check my brake pads and they still have some life left. But I felt them fading big time right there. I didn't have much trash at the last camp, so I was able to stuff it away in here. Okay. Yay! I got lucky with the no traffic there. I need goggles. Alright guys, so check this out. If anybody has this motorcade or is thinking about it, when you go to shift, slightly squeeze the brake and it kills the motor. Then you can shift like a normal bike and let it go and the motor kicks back on. That way, the motor isn't yanking the chain across your cassette. You know, that'll damage the chain or the teeth. So you got to do that both ways. I don't have the fancy shift sensor that like automatically does that for you, which I tried it before. I don't think it works the best. So like here, grab the brake and shift, let it go. It's just like a motorcycle clutch. Slightly pull this in, it's a clutch. Thank you for the space. That's a lot like the last one. Oh, this one's going to be easier to park at. Whoa, that's cool. That looks like a chimney or something. Whoa, a little bit farther than I wanted to go, but hey, that's the first time I've seen the water now. So I passed a hiking trail a little bit ago. I saw it on maps on the way out here. There's a hiking trail that's 5.9 miles out and it goes down to the water. I didn't look at the elevation change or anything, but it looked like it might be able to get a bike down there without the trailers, but I thought how cool that would be to actually be able to go down to the water. Nice. I just wonder if I can get out there. I think we're gonna try to get out here, guys. Gotta be careful, this stuff's like little marbles. Slip and fall and scoot off the edge. Bye-bye now. Trying to look at the rocks beside me to make sure that there's none that are like trying to fall. Let's see. It's doable, but I'm not gonna. Looks like you'd have to like rappel or something. There's probably a 20-foot drop down anywhere around here. But you can tell people have been over there. Man, that'd be so cool. Sit out there and have lunch or something. Oh, cool. Look at all the alcoves down there. I didn't even see that. I'm not even to the ruins yet, you guys. I just happened to see that exit off the main road and thought, hey, let's go out there. Oh, cool. There's like a little cave down here. Am I looking at the right spot? No. Right there. You know how cool it would be to see a rock fall? On that note, so when I rode to Michigan in 2012, I was at the Norris Dam. I think it's in Georgia, but I camped at the bottom of the dam, and then when I woke up in the morning, there was a rain cloud coming over the dam. You could actually see it like rolling. So I hurried up and packed up really quick, got on my bike, and I had a flat tire. Like, dang. So I got away from camp, and right there at the road, there was a building that was closed, and it had a huge covered like porch, basically, or the entryway was covered. So I fixed my flat tire, the rain quit, and I rode up and over the dam. That's where the main road goes. And then there's a lookout point right there. So I'm standing at the lookout point, and I'm videotaping this fog that's up on the lake of the dam. The fog goes and rolls and then like settles down onto the river, and at that point I hear this crack, 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 and I turn around and this massive tree breaks and comes down right into the parking lot, like off the cliff. It was awesome. But kind of out here now, I'm like, man, you know how cool it would be to just to see one of these massive boulders snap, see what happens. Like there's one right over here that looks like it could go at any time. But this is a really cool view. This is what I wanted to see, like down the river, not just across the Grand Canyon, but like, you know, down the river. And I think the next point we go to is going to be the Desert View Lookout Tower. I don't see it anywhere over here, so it's got to be on the other side of that ridge. Well, let's get going. So that whole bus now knows my YouTube channel. One guy asked me about something, and so we started talking, and everybody overheard, and that was just like a big community conversation. It was so awesome. So I told everybody, the Loaded Pickle! But now this is the main road. I gotta put my phone away. So we made it to the Tusayan Ruins and Museum first. I thought the Desert View Lookout Tower was first, but I just got here, parked Pickle over here, and saw this little information booth. And I see first, where is the Skywalk? And that says it's a 5-hour, 250-mile drive from the south rim of the park out to a skywalk. You know how cool that would be, but I guess we can't get out there by bike. So now, see if I can make this phone work. I'm not quite sure what to see. Okay, so I see an arrow that says ruins there. I don't know how far back it goes. I don't feel comfortable just leaving Pickle out here. We'll check it out. To me, really, this building isn't that interesting with all the updated like windows and stuff. I mean, it could just be like a repop. Like they could have just made this to look like what it used to be. But here we go. I had to snap a picture of that. Don't harm the snakes. Honestly, I haven't seen hardly any snakes out here. All right, I can still see my bike, and there's really like 5 cars back there. Everybody's probably walking around. Oh, here we go. So this is where they lived. I don't think I'm gonna walk this entire place because I don't feel comfortable leaving Pickle out there, but I'm gonna at least show you guys some of these things. Sorry about my sniffling. My nose has not stopped running since I left a year ago. Like, these were their little houses. I know it's not really giving you guys a good shot. This is when I need the drone, huh? If I ever get monetized well enough, I might get one. Oh, storage rooms, that's what that one says. That's where they stored the crops and stuff. This is cool. So there's another trail that goes way back there, but I think it's just gonna be like I don't see ruins and stuff back there. There was a couple plaques that showed like vegetation they ate. If you're new to my channel, it's one of my biggest issues I have out here. Is like when I park Pickle, I can't go far. I can't like go and explore things that well. There's actually drainages. Huh. You know, like say this was a huge museum and I wanted to go do like the hour-long tour or something. I just can't do that. Oh, look at, you can see the round structure there. Little round structure there. I was thinking on the way out here, if you go like, you know, out, there's probably so much more ruins. They probably just don't mention them to protect them. San Francisco Peaks. Oh my gosh, this is cool, you guys. Watch this. So I'm gonna hold this here for you for a second. Pause it if you want to read it. Watch this. That is cool. I just stumbled across another little roadside pull off. There was a lot of traffic, so I figured, hey, why not? There's the river again, way down there. Way down there. Oh, is that somebody kayaking or something? Cool. And it circles around there. And I think that's just a wash coming in. Because the river goes this way. Through that little canyon and then disappears behind that ridge. But dang, you guys, I am like plagued with flies hitting me in the face today. I was just cruising, you know, I had it in sport mode, doing like 15 to 18 miles an hour, and it's just one after another, after another, after another, and I'm thinking, why can't you be anywhere else other than my face right now? It's so annoying. I hate these flies. Like, they're driving me up the wall. But let's see. Should I say they're driving me up the canyon? It's kind of cool looking at the different ridges. Oops. I don't know what the phone's doing now. It's trying to like... But right there, see how it's like red right in the middle? Is that an iron ore deposit surrounded by all the other stuff? Oh, see, I'm trying to zoom and it's like changing the brightness around. Why is it freaking doing this, man? This phone is being retarded right now. Pretty cool. See, every time I try to zoom, it changes the brightness setting. I don't get it. Whatever. I want to keep riding anyway. Well, this is a little unexpected, you guys. I had no idea there was a gas station and store out this way, but supposedly the ruins are going to be right out here. So I'm coming down the main road and saw the camp store, so I stopped and haven't had a can of Coke in a while. So I got myself a can of Coke and a couple of Hot Pockets. Good old ham and cheese Hot Pockets. But now let's go out to the ruins. I want to go check some stuff out. All right, so everyone sitting up on that patio told me Pickle will be safe if I leave him there, because obviously the stairs are under construction. No one's going to be using those stairs. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that cool? So as I was parking Pickle, I had one person ask, like, hey, what's going on? What's your deal? So I told him, and then everybody up there on that patio started a conversation about it. Seems to be the norm now, huh? I'm trying to, like, keep the camera on me and respect everybody else that's out here. But check this out. I could see people up there inside, like up in the windows, but I think you might have to pay for a tour or something. Well, that's pretty cool, seeing the planes out on top out there. Sorry about my crazy zooming right there, but look at the rolling hills. Look at that geology. That's pretty neat, huh? Dang. I stopped at that gas station, got those Hot Pockets, can of Coke, and then I ride down here and there's a freaking deli and like ice cream shop, and bummer, man. Look at this. Oh, I should back up, huh? Sorry, guys. It's like everyone we stop at has so much different, like, structures, and it almost looks like there's a little hut right here. Doesn't that look like it's some kind of, like, yurt or something? And once again, we got the river. Woohoo! I want to go swimming in that. Pretty cool. But dang, I wish I would have seen this back in the day when there wasn't windows and, new age stuff on it. That's pretty cool though. So I'm surprised I didn't see this until just now. Look at that. Huh. Or how far we can see. Look, you guys, a reindeer. This is the first one I've seen with antlers. And I'm just behind basically the camp store out here or whatever. Okay, guys, so I made it down to the campground, Desert View Campground, and I found this sink back here. So I'm filling up my water. The people at the gas station up there that work here told me that there's a water fill station down here at the campground, and I can't find it. So I found this bathroom and then found this out back. So it's a dishwashing station. I just don't know if it's like drinkable water. Oop, wrong way. But what I wanted to do was fill up this thing so I could see if there's any chunks or floaties in it. When I was at the laundromat back at the Grand Canyon Village, I did the same thing, and there was definitely floaties in my water. Out of the drinking fountain there. The drinking fountain has a bottle fill thing. So like if you walk into the laundromat, there's a little push button thumb drinking fountain and then a spigot next to it. Kind of like what the dentists have. But that water, I was filling up one of my jugs and I saw like slimy chunks come out. So I only use that water for cooking and cleaning. This one looks fine. So I think I'm gonna top off all my water while I'm here. Well, this is weird. So I got this thing on my phone where I can double tap it to wake it up. So I'm sitting here tapping on my phone over and over and over and realized it was off. Wonder how long it's been off for. I'm trying to get on maps to see where I'm gonna go from here, and I gotta wait for my phone to boot up. That's weird. Well, here we go. Here is the east gate to the Grand Canyon, and we are out. I just passed through and pulled over because I saw a big downhill coming and another sweet view of the San Francisco peaks. Pretty cool. From here to the road that camp is on is 10 miles. I got a 10-mile ride to do, so if I can just keep it in the tour mode doing 12 miles an hour, we got about an hour riding, so I'm gonna put the phone away and just kind of truck along, but if anything cool happens, you guys will be the first to see. Hey look, I got a bike lane or a shoulder. As soon as I left the Grand Canyon property and got into the National Forest property, the road widened and I got a shoulder. Ah, that's awesome, but look at this, you guys. For a while there was no traffic out here, like for a long time, and now it seems like it's picking back up. I just came from that way, and as far as you can see, all the way to the end is about 3 miles. And I came across this forest road because there's my tower, my cell phone tower is right there again. But if you look out here, the road keeps going down for another, I think, 1.5 or 2 miles, and then it turns. And the other forest road I was aiming for is actually like at the base of this ridge out here. So I don't really want to keep going. It's only 3 miles more, or 4 miles more. I think I'm just going to go over here. We'll go find camp on this side, and then I don't know, I think I'm going to go up that way and see if I can get to the top of this ridge. That way we'll have a good lookout over the entire valley back there. But whatever happens, I'm still going to go back here just so we can go scope the area out. Let's see. I parked Pickle next to this fire pit right here. But this is like the main road to get out here, and then it splits off into a bunch of other roads. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna put up my tent right here and have people just driving by. So I thought, why don't I go up here and see what's up there? And it's all rock, like massive rock everywhere. I was kind of hoping I could have just like used the throttle and scooted up there, but nope, it's not gonna work. I just don't want that to be my luck, that I get camp set up and then somebody stumbles across my stuff while I'm gone. I've been pretty lucky so far. This is a nice fire pit right here. Oh, and there's another one up there. Huh. That's a pretty cool view, huh? See, I like that. I like when the fire pits are deep. And what I don't like is that I can hear the road. Look at this weird, I keep looking at this ridge. Check for snakes and scorpions and stuff while I walk on these things, but like this section right here looks like way back in the day this might have been a road. I did see sections of old 64 on the way out here. That was pretty neat. Makes me wonder if this is like part of it right here, because the way the grade is and stuff. Like imagine if those two trees weren't right in the middle. No, it's too much sloped. Pretty cool valley. I gotta try to find a nice hidden campsite because I do want to wander around. It's just so rocky. It's like I have to pick one of these spots up here because everywhere out here is just freaking rock. Looks like steps or something, doesn't it? It really does. Like somebody carved out steps, and that's a foundation up there. Huh. Oh well, I'm gonna get back to Pickle and then try to decide where I want to go. Look at this. That's a nice tent stake. It's aluminum. This thing weighs nothing. Huh. I don't need it, but we'll pick it up. I really don't feel like looking for camp anymore, and this spot looks good enough, so I think I'm gonna take it. And east is that way. So in the morning, it's gonna be hot right away, like as soon as the sun breaks on the tent. So I'm gonna try to get the tent as close to the trees as possible. That way I can hang a tarp up here, hopefully just making a wall, like stake it into the ground down here and then tie it up here. And hopefully the wind doesn't tear it up. Just had a big gust come through here. It's making me double think everything, but I don't feel like walking around anymore and basically striking out. Everywhere I go, it's rocky like this, and definitely we can't put a tent up on that stuff. And I really don't suspect anybody driving out this way, but doesn't mean people can come out that way, the way I came. Still, I want to go hike out that way. Like a little mini canyon out there and stuff. Not all the way to the ridge in the background, but just this first one. All right, I think I'm pretty much set up. I don't have any of my dishes or food out or anything, but the bed is ready to go. Table and chairs out, because I just tried to sit down and relax, which didn't really happen. I got the phone out, tried getting caught up online, and it was like every 3 seconds, I had this tiny little gnat flying into this ear. So I'd swat it away, I'd see it fly away, and then I'd hear it. So I'd do this, and then it'd fly away, and 2 seconds later, oh my gosh. And then it's just in my face, going like this in front of my eyes, and then it'd go over to this ear. Never did it go to this ear, just always this ear. Driving me up the wall, you guys. I can't take it anymore, so I finally busted out the bug spray. I haven't used that stuff in a long time, probably over 2 months, but I couldn't handle it anymore. I don't like using the bug spray because it leaves a film on me, on my clothes, on anything that grabs dirt, and everything gets dirtier quicker, honestly. But I couldn't stand it anymore. I mean, I couldn't even concentrate on what I was typing because the fly was so annoying. But I think the bug spray is working because they're pretty much gone now. I see them still flying around, but they're not coming towards my head, thankfully. You guys remember how I lost my sandals the other day and then found them, what was that? Actually 2 days later. Check this out. So I'm putting my sandals on right now. I put the right one on already. And I started putting this one on. I'm like, whoa, the strap is kind of ripped. And then I look down here. I think a mouse got to these, or a squirrel or something. I mean, they're not like horrible, but definitely that strap is only half as long as it should be. And then, like, they totally tore that up. I didn't realize that when I found them. I just picked them up and put them away. Like, look at right here. They even chewed that up. But, I mean, I don't see them, like, not working anymore. Wearing these with the socks, my feet get so nasty hot and sweaty. But I don't care. They still work. This was the strap that really wasn't Velcroing, though. I'm worried it's just going to keep popping open now. I may need to get new flip-flops soon. I think I paid $9 for these, and I've had them for 3 years. So I'm going through all my stuff, trying to figure out what I want for dinner, and I just remembered that I didn't let you guys know about the deal I got at that gas station back at the Desert View Tower. I went in there and got a few things. The water, a Hot Pocket for lunch, a cool little patch. The lady behind the counter may or may not have given me a discount. Really cool people. I chatted with them for, gosh, probably 30 minutes, and then I rode around, found the other general store, and when I went into the general store looking for that taco seasoning, the lady was working there again. So I bought some candy, and she's like, hey, I'm going to do the same thing I did for you at the other place. And I'm like, no way, you're cool. And, you know, sure enough, I saved some money at the Grand Canyon. That was really cool, you guys. This is hilarious. I've done these videos like 3 times each, the past couple scenes, because I keep forgetting to turn the microphone on. But I think we're good now. I can see the little icon going. But check that out. That's where I was sitting, and it's all super hot. The sun is a little bit more that way than I thought it was going to be. So I brought my cooking station over here. And tonight's dinner is going to be simple, but hopefully hearty. I have a can of no-name Spam and some sliced white potatoes. And then I ran out of garlic, so I have this stuff. sweet chili garlic. They call it a chicken and wing dipping sauce, but man, this stuff is awesome as like a coating. So I'm gonna cook that stuff up. Probably saute it up with some butter. Parquet butter. And black pepper. I do have seasoning from Little Caesars. This is the same seasoning they put on like the Italian cheese bread and stuff. This stuff is amazing. So I may just get creative and, well, maybe not creative. I may just like compile this stuff into a pot, heat it up, and eat it. Oh, I'm hungry. Looks like a bottle of pee, I know, but this is my tea or whatever they. I got these like little electrolyte drink packets, and this is the lemon lime tea. Or not lemon lime. What am I trying to say? Lemonade tea, like Arnold Palmer. Yeah, it's not a pee bottle. All right, guys, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get cooking. All right, I'm not gonna wait for this stuff to brown up anymore. It's hot and it looks good, and I decided, hey, why not put it onto a tortilla with some cheese and barbecue sauce, huh? I gotta say, guys, dinner hit the spot, but the first one I ate got something jammed up in my tooth. And man, it feels like my teeth are splitting apart right now. It like really hurts. Tried like swishing water around and alcohol around. Like, hope it gets better. But check this out. The sun is setting far more this way. When I checked maps, I thought this way was west. So I was waiting here for an awesome sunset over these hills. So check out these hills out here. Oops, wrong way. I mean, those are awesome. I thought it was going to be a real cool sunset off the top of those, but it's not. So I just finished dinner and noticed my bike battery was done charging 2.5 hours. So same battery I used today, I'm able to top up same day. That's crazy. But I did only do like 25 miles today. And a lot of it was downhill, so maybe I should have just used that battery tomorrow. I don't know. I got to go clean up that stuff over there, and then I am going to wrap the videos up for tonight because I want to crawl in there and lay down for a bit. I actually want to relax. So whether we stay here tomorrow and go hike around over in that stuff, or I zip on down towards Flagstaff, I'll let you guys know. I don't know what I want to do. But on that note, I'll see you all tomorrow.